What book did you use, man? What book did you use, man? I'll tell you what book to use or what book not to use by the end of this video, but first, I want to start by saying that this question drives me nuts, and quite frankly, it's a little bit insulting. So, I see this question pop up under almost every video I post, and not just me. People just go up to their favorite artists online and ask, "Hey, what book did you use for this, man?" And I'm sure most of the people asking this mean no harm, but any artist who's been putting their obsession, blood, sweat, and tears into trying to get better, grinding for years, battling uncertainty, seeking info all over the place, Google, videos, books, forums, courses, most importantly, constantly trying and failing over and over, reviewing their own work to try to understand what goes wrong and where, figuratively spitting blood for this thing out of pure, relentless passion. And then some dude comes up to them in the comments going, "Hey, what book did you use for this, man?" As if there's some magical shortcut that would cancel out literal years of actual pain, physical, emotional, mental struggle to find your way, to get better, is straight up delusional, and quite frankly, it's just insulting. If you go up to your favorite artists and ask, as if it was some pinpointed, casual question, "Hey, what book did you use to learn how to draw fluid anatomy?" As if somebody can prescribe you some fluid anatomy antibiotic that would make your struggles go away. The level of delusion is uncanny, quite frankly. It feels like entitlement. And if you genuinely believe that this is how it works, then please stop it, because it isn't. Whew. Okay, so now that I've pissed off at least 50% of the audience, mad comments are starting to flow in, as well as a chain of ironic, "So what book did you use, man?" Let's get down to business. The reality of art books, if you've ever opened one, is that there are probably thousands of books with exactly the same information in them. There are probably hundreds of YouTubers teaching the exact same things, too, which, by the way, is why I'm refusing to turn this into a traditional art channel that hosts 10-minute videos on how to draw cylinders. It's just not necessary. Everybody likes Loomis books for drawing heads, and Michael Hampton is all the rage for simplified anatomy. Some people swear by Morpho's books, and Tom Fox divides audiences for either being too hard to understand or awesome. The reality is, before all of these guys, people were making great art from observation, from imagination, from some book from the 1800s you've never heard of, or simply by reverse analyzing other artists, studying in ateliers. You have to understand this. The information is the same in all of the books. The principles have not changed since linear perspective was invented in the 15th century. The thing is, artists and publishing companies need to make money, so they write new books. Heck, you could probably learn everything you need to know from free YouTube videos. Okay, so if there's no single book that there's an answer to all of your problems, a painkiller to be prescribed that will make me the artist that I want to be, and I've agreed to accept this, what books do I seek? To truly answer this question, I have to bring my first point home. Someone leaving a comment like, "What books did you use to make anatomy fluid?" is completely missing the point. Drawing fluidly is the result of seeking hundreds of books, tutorials, and trying to figure it out on your own. It is the result of a struggle. The struggle of failing over and over. The struggle of taking one step forward and 4 steps back. The struggle of looking for information. Yes, there lies the rub, my friends. The artists that you like have struggled with and continue struggling with seeking information that would help them improve, because the holy grail of information doesn't exist. At every step of the way, a different kind of input is necessary for a breakthrough to happen. More often than not, the input is not even an explanation. It's non-verbal realizations that are earned through relentless trial and error. So, accept the struggle or keep looking for shortcuts, bro. Okay, but what book should I use, man? Come on, what book should I use? All right, here's my answer. You shouldn't use any book, because you should sign up for my Patreon, where there are recorded lessons on art fundamentals and how they're connected to real life drawing, and I really need money, so please, if you like my videos, subscribe. I love you. All right, you don't have to sign up for my Patreon, but here are 3 thoughts on choosing a book that's right for you. So first, make sure you like the drawings in the book. Look, if you try to study a resource and you're not excited about what you're looking at, meaning you wouldn't want to draw that way yourself, how do you expect to be motivated to want to study? I don't care if anybody and their mother says that the resource is the best ever. If the pictures are not cool, fuck it. 2, make sure it matches your skill levels. Sometimes you'll pick up a resource with cool pictures, you're excited about it, but none of the explanations make sense. There could be 2 reasons for this. First, the teaching sucks. And second, you're just not advanced enough for the material at hand. Either way, forget about it and move on for the time being. Learning should be quite intuitive. You're not necessarily stupid. Teachers can suck, including myself. 3. Seek information that solves your problems. Learning a bunch of drills for the sake of it is not very meaningful. It's like learning what every button does in a computer program. You don't need that. You need to learn the buttons that do what you want to achieve. If you only want to draw characters, feel free to skip a bunch of crap about environments for now. To sum up, my friends, ditch the entitlement and unrealistic expectations. Expect information seeking to be a lifelong, tedious process that is a part of your journey. Make it a habit to look for information your own self, taught by people whose style you appreciate. And if it happens to be me, sign up for my Patreon because, like I said, being a content creator is being a broke internet beggar. All right, until next time.